Hey, good morning, everybody. It is Friday, October 4th. I am heading down to a meeting with a good friend of mine down South Jersey. We're going to be looking at a couple of his properties and going over a whole bunch of life insurance planning. But that's not the reason for this video today. I want to talk about how easy it is to get into other people's deals, even if you have a busy schedule. I have a busy schedule. I've always had a busy schedule. And getting into deals, finding deals, sourcing deals, funding deals, all that, renovating the deals, dealing with the towns, you name it, all that stuff is time consuming. Not to say it's impossible, it's just time consuming. One of the easiest ways I found to get into transactions, getting into other people's deals, is by directing my 401k, self-directing my 401k into other people's deals. So I'll meet investors that are raising capital, be it for gap funding or for acquisitions or all sorts of reasons, right? Maybe we're buying creatively and they're going to put me in the second position. We don't need to worry about all those like little logistical things, but it's just knowing that you can take your 401k, have a attorney or a firm create a document that gives you the power to take control of your 401k. And by taking control of your 401k, I mean being able to direct exactly where it goes outside of Wall Street. So, for example, I had a buddy of mine that was fixing and flipping, building new construction and buying rentals. And he would come to me and he would need gap funding for soft costs and the float to get to the refinance or the resale. So I would loan out money right from my 401k right to his company. And he would then give me a return on that money and my principal back in predetermined amount of time, whether it's 6 months, 8 months, 10 months. Everything gets done through attorneys. So, wire goes out to attorneys, wire goes out to title companies. Things get recorded correctly. Know your processes. That's very important before you do this. But just knowing that you can direct your 401k into real estate, into other people's real estate. If you find someone's like a killer operator, doing multiple transactions a year, and you just want to be a part of that, you could be a private money lender to them right from your 401k. All the proceeds can go right back into your 401k and continue to grow. The same way you would buy and sell, say, a stock or a bond inside of the 401k account, right? If you're doing traditional, it's tax-free growth. You could do a Roth, right? You could create a Roth self-directed account and have the growth of the money never be taxed. So there's a lot of different variables here, but the idea is that if you have bounced around from company to company and you got some 401ks that are kind of idling, maybe they're invested, maybe they're not invested, maybe you're not really paying a lot of attention to what they're doing, take control of that and loan it out at 10%, 12%, 15%, maybe even higher, depending on the terms of what you negotiate. You can also hold assets in your 401k. And what I mean by that is you have a large enough account and you have enough leverage, or you know how to structure things with financing. You can go out and just buy a piece of real estate. Go out and buy a business, and your 401k then owns that business. So all the gains from that asset would just flow right back into your 401k, and you can create a very robust retirement plan by learning these processes and learning how to leverage this money. So where the traditional, financial advisement would state, I believe it's like people today need like 1.8 million or 2.2 million, and you're going to draw it down at 3 or 4% so that you don't run out of money in retirement. That's based on single-digit returns over the course of, investing in the stock market. When you're owning these assets or loaning on these assets, I have never loaned for anything less than a double-digit return. So the compounding effect is far faster and greater. And once you learn these processes, you can basically be that retiree that loans money to young, hungry investors that are out there putting in the work, getting double-digit returns. And maybe you don't need as large a basis of money to live off the same income. It's just a different way of looking at it. I have a self-directed account. I've had a self-directed account for 7 years. I loan out of that account. Right now, I'm fully deployed. You can take a personal loan from that account, 50% up to $50,000, whichever is the greater of the two, I guess you could say. So you need $100K to take $50K out. I think I said that funny. But 50% of the balance. So if you got 60 grand in there, you take $30,000 personal loan for anything. Pay it back and 60 months, and then rinse and repeat and do it again. So if you're actively in the business, and you want to take a personal loan right out of your 401k, you can do that, because you're a custodian of the account, and then you pay a rate back to yourself, back to your account, and then rinse and repeat. So it's a very, very powerful asset to have in your back pocket, a very powerful tool to have in your back pocket. I've been able to loan money out and help people get their deals done, and it's a really great feeling when you get to join forces and everyone makes money.